Hey, good fucks here. So we got the 3 million coin squad builder. I'm sorry that it's been so long since I put it up and took it down. I actually recorded another time, but I screwed up and I made a mistake. So I had to also not do that one. So I hope I got it all figured out. I'm going to be a little bit under budget here, but that's just going to leave you some room for backups and whatnot. All right, let's start up front here. We're going to start with the offensive line. I really like the Dallas offensive line chemistry for the budget reasons. And I'm going to go with Tyron Smith here first. Dangle left side. You know, it's an okay card. It really gets boosted up pretty well with that Dallas chemistry. We can take a look at his stats. Full tier 2 Dallas chem is what we're going to get. So 91-91 isn't bad, especially with his speed stats. He should be able to, I don't know how you say, block well for you. He sniped it for 34K, which is too bad because his 6,700 coins is what he's going for right now. Left guard, Mr. Leary, the playoffs. The rest of our line is going to be better than Smith. Smith's somebody that we could potentially upgrade. As you know, along the rest of the offensive line for the Cowboys, we're going to get the other players here. Zach Martin, though, the reason I screwed up the first time is because I didn't get his identified chemistry. Now, I could go the milestone motivator, but it's 40K for like plus ones, and I think we're just going to go with that one. We need that identifier chem. That's something that's an absolute need, not a want for your offensive line at this level. So Conklin is going to be our right tackle because of the mobile blocker. And I think I'm going to go with his milestone 93 over his 95 that we just got with the all-rookie program. So it's the 91-94 versus the 92-95. That's, you know, it's a couple plus ones. But I think I really want that secure protector. And that's something that we're going to need on this card. So tight ends. I think this is the best tight end of the game still, even over Jordan Reed, is Vernon Davis. He's got the extra speed, and he's just so much less than Reed is going for right now. So he's going to save you a pretty penny, which is great. Cook, another great card for only 60K, 90 speed on him. Beautiful for number 2. So both run blocking and speed out of that tight end spot is gonna do really well for your squad. All right, let's scroll down here. Now, the wide receivers is something that I think you do need to spend a lot on. So I am going to suggest we get Vincent Jackson with the milestone MB to get him up to 92 speed with that mobile blocker, because that does add 2 speed. It's at tier 2. You know, 1 at tier 1, 1 at tier 2. Wide receiver number 2. You know how much I love speed. Not the greatest. I mean, he's a decent blocker too, which is Fuller's benefit, but I think this is one of the better receivers in the game right now, just because how fast and how well he blocks. In the 3, we're going to get somebody fast. But what we're going to do, if we ever go into like a trip set but we need running, we're going to need some backup run blockers. So we're going to get a nice Demaryius Thomas signature series. It's only 89 speed, but still pretty decent run blocking that you're going to sub in for the trips receiver, and still can play receiver for you very well to round out your receiver core. You know, you can get some other backups, maybe like a gold card, a gold Alshon Jeffrey maybe as a backup catcher, and maybe like a Cooks or something fast there too. That's up to you, though. To round out our Dallas chemistry, McFadden, I love this that he gets up to 95 speed with the speed chemistry. 46K is what he's going for. And, of course, the most budget quarterback in the game, 17K for this MVP, Stafford. Crazy good stats, 96 throw power. We can boost that up with the DT chemistry, although he only gets tier 1 with the current. You can sub in. What you can do is sub in Demaryius Thomas. You can actually put him in here for Hayward Bay because you don't need this speed right here. Because we're going to have that up to tier 2 without it. So you can get your DT up 1 to get him another throw power and whatnot. Very important. Again, Max Strong here. Love this card. At fullback with the bruising back, BB and MB. Perfect. Gets a little bit faster. Gets some BBs. And he activates Mr. Henry's motivator, or sorry, his most feared battle ready. So you can use him and just spam A as your inside guy, and McFadden more like off tackle type of runs. So that's your offense. I think it's going to do really well for you in online play. You've got top tier speed and skill, and I don't think there's really, you could get a mobile quarterback if you wanted somebody a little bit faster, a Vic card or something, or Kaepernick. You can spend a lot more money on that, or coins. But I think Stafford, just because of how much his performance to price ratio, I think you're going to be pretty happy with him. All right, moving on to the defense. Somewhere you need a really stout defense is somewhere that I upgraded a lot from the previous team builder. Let's start with the middle linebacker. Now, your user needs to be extremely fast and extremely good. So we're going to go out of position. Mr. Sean Taylor here, 92 speed, still almost top of the charts. You know, the Shaz kind of beats it now. But we are going to go with Clowney on the outside because he is the glitch himself. 93 Chem Clowney. He's got like every Chem and their mamas on his card, so you're going to be able to use it. Kendricks, we're going to want him. Beautiful. Look at 90. The speed Chem gets him up to 92 speed. Pursuit 94. Hit power 94. Block shed 88. But that's going to be boosted here. We'll get to that in a second. Play rec 89. Wish that was over 90, of course. But like, look at this. I mean, perfect all-around 3-4-4-3 linebacker. He's fast. He can cover. He can do whatever you want. Great versatile. But this Clowney is not a coverage linebacker. So what we're going to do, if you play like a 3-3-5, so basically with this defense, you'll be able to play my defense that I run, the 3-3-5, 3-4, 4-4, the big dime, how versatile I run my defense and the different players that I need in the spots. So we're going to get Freeze, Ghost of Madden, past or present, Ghost of Madden, Levante David. 89 speed. He's got the cover linebacker, so he doesn't get boosted. We don't have cover linebacker here. If you did have a cover linebacker set, he'd get +1 speed there, but he does not. Back here, we're going to get linebacker number 2. He's only going to play in our 4-4 or 3-4, so he's going to play only against teams that run the ball a lot, but he's going to get up to 89 speed. He's going to have 92 pursuit, 88 hit power, 89 block shed at the end with the boost, but he's cheap, 10.2K for a guy you won't run out in the field too often. You can even sub in Levante David there if you'd rather have him in that location because he won't be on the field at a 3-4. These two will be out there. All right, free safety. Eric Reed, I think, does what you need done well. He's got the FG, so it goes up to 93 speed, 95 acceleration. Player X 85, a little bit lower than we'd like to see. Zone coverage 90, good. Hit power 93, also very beautiful. A very good card. We ended up not... We ended up first having Sean Taylor here for the squad, but then I was like, I really want him at middle linebacker because I don't want to pay enough for the 94 Shaz, and then I think the 90 was going to do well enough for us. We could have made some other middle linebackers here, some taller guys. We could have gotten Barr on the squad, but I felt like Sean Taylor is probably the best user per upper tier price possible. So we went with Reed at free safety for the FG Chem, and then Mr. Collins. Landon Collins, we are going to take, not his daily login, because that is not possible to get yet. Collins, Mr. Landon. We'll take his milestone to get that extra, I think it's the FG difference right there. Well, let's compare him here quick. I should have checked that. The FG adds extra speed onto him, which I think is just so important. Getting up to 93 speed, 1 speed on a card, I think it makes the most difference out of any +1s in anywhere. Obviously, speed, I think, is the most important stat. As you come on the lineup, very speed heavy. Hit power also very prominent on the squad. So moving on down to the lower edges here. So what I think is probably the most valuable card in the game is Motivator Vernon. +2 block shed. That basically adds +22 to one of the top 5 stats you need on defense, block shed. So this card, it says 91 there, but he's a 99 in my heart just for how good he is for your defense. So we're going to get some run stuffers in the middle, basically to take up. They're not going to really be your big pass rushers in like a 3-4 scheme that we're going to run. I'm going to go with Damon Harrison here. They might need to rush in, like, if you will, 3-4, and he'll be the nose tackle there. He won't make as many plays like Aaron Donald. I initially had Aaron Donald in his lineup, but I just couldn't really fit him in. You know, obviously, fitting in Damon Harrison with his big body, you'd think would be easier, but Donald's a little bit more pricey and a little different sense of fitting in. So the second one, this one definitely needs to be a big body. We're going to go with Brandon Williams's, but we're going to go with his 87. We do not need the milestone, so we save 5K there with his non-milestone card. Left end, this is a pure 3-4 left end. I mean, 77 speed with his 94 block shed, boost up to 96 with Mr. Vernon out there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card. And he's got the LP tier 1 also, so I think he gets 1 more block shed. So very good 3-4 left end. These guys aren't going to provide a lot of pass rush. You're going to have to rely on your outside linebackers, Clowney specifically, to get a lot of pass rush. And we'll get to it in a second. Well, I could just add him now. You can get Harrison here. This is going to take up the rest of your coins and put you a little bit over. But this James Harrison, because of the way his block shed and power moves and the way he rushes the passer for you so effectively, this James Harrison could easily get you some good sacks for your squad. So we'll put him there. You can sub him in for Wolf. Really, if I were in like the 3-3-5, I'd leave Vernon there, then Clowney there. if I didn't have Harrison. If I do have Harrison or a pass rusher, a specific pass rusher, then I'd put Harrison down here and Clowney down here too. And I think you're getting a lot of pressure that way. All right, on to the corners. You're going to see in past Maddens, I said invest in corners a ton. With the SWAT being OP and the way it is, I do not think the investment there is very wise. I'm going to go with Jalen Ramsey, 93 speed on this card. Gotta love that speed. And he could play both the cover 2, cover 3. I'm playing mainly in cover 2, so you're going to see my defense be lined up around the cover 2. Mr. Blunt right here in a cover 2 is great. I'm going to go with his legend card in the cover 2. Speed is 90. That speed is not good if you're going to play a cover 3 or cover 4. What you're going to want to do if you play a cover 3 or cover 4, this card right here, Trey Waynes, you're going to want to shift him here and put Blunt here at your number 3. Because then you got Waynes and Ramsey, both 93 plus speed. Waynes up to 96. So they won't be able to beat you on a streak one-on-one over the top if you're playing cover 3. And then number 4, we're just going to get another kind of block shed guy that's got some decent speed, 92 speed on the card. So team of the week, Mr. Randall there. You're 62K over because of the Harrison. This is a completely optional pick. You can get another pass rusher if you like. There's a lot of good ones out there. How much? I guess Suggs might be going for a little bit more than this card. No, about the same, a little bit more. He's also another good pass rusher, top tier. So then you could go. But if you end up sniping and buying these guys under market value, you will be able to afford James Harrison for that price. But like I said, it's a luxury, not a need. So if you take him out here and just run with Clowney and Vernon, you're 79K underneath budget. And you've got yourself, I think what you can do is have a very competitive team in online head-to-head mutt. So I hope you like the 3 million coin team builder. Stick around. We'll do a 5 million coin team builder here pretty soon, next few days hopefully, and then I will launch my Tennessee offense. You can show a Tennessee offensive scheme maybe tomorrow, and then you can use this team to attack with the Tennessee offense because it's basically custom built around it. So thanks for watching. Call to action. Let me know if there's anybody I missed. I looked through all the new cards. Couldn't really see anybody I really liked. So thanks for watching. Call to action. I will see you tomorrow.